You know, as I travel around the country, I have a lot of pastors and just leaders and individuals ask me, hey, what do I see around the country? What is God doing? What is the season that we're living in? And I want to address that for a moment. I do believe that we're living in a unique time in history that I like to call a Kairos moment. You know, Kairos means this is a unique time, a window, a door that it opens and it closes. As I look at the spiritual panorama around our country, here's what I see. I see a moment of great opportunity, but a moment also of increasing opposition to the gospel. Let me say that I've been a pastor in the city of Chicago for over 30 years, and so I've seen ebbs and flows of what's happening. And I don't remember a time where I've seen more openness to the gospel than I'm seeing right now. And I think in part it's related to what has happened over the last few years. There has been the COVID that scared a lot of people, isolated a lot of people. People have seen death around them, the nation shut down. There's people that have struggled in increasing ways with anxiety, isolation. The economy has been up and down. We have the war in Israel and Gaza, the Middle East going on. So there's been a lot of uncertainty. And in the midst of that uncertainty, there's been people looking to the heavens. At our church, we are seeing people come to Christ practically every Sunday. I preached this past Sunday, 32 people came to Christ. 32 people because we got their names, we prayed for them. And I thought maybe it was unique to just what we were doing, but as I talk to other people across the country, as I read the stats, people are 70% more open to speaking about spiritual things than they were pre-COVID. And so I believe that we live in a moment in which God has opened the hearts, especially of young people. I think those have been the ones that have been hit the hardest, the younger generation, and they're looking for purpose, meaning, they're looking for community. And this is a moment of great openness. So I don't want us to miss it. I believe now's the time for young leaders to rise up. I believe that's a time right now for us to pray, for us to look outwardly. I want to challenge us not to allow ourselves to be blinded by fear. Culture has shifted. There's more opposition to Christianity, but I've found Christians that have allowed that fear to shut them down or to become angry or to maybe try to fight politically instead of spiritually. And I want to challenge you to look across the nation and realize we live in a moment of great openness for the gospel of Jesus Christ. I believe that God can move in just His breath and bring about renewal and revival in our country. So I'm praying that this would be a massive time of spiritual renewal, especially among a generation that desperately needs God. And I want to encourage you to pray with me that God would breathe His breath of renewal across our nation and that we would see tens of thousands of people coming to Jesus for such a time as this, at this Kairos moment. So don't be discouraged. Step into it and let's see what God does.